Hi, all. Welcome to Yoke Immigration's YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning to us. I'm Liz Matthew. I am the regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and nice to have you all here. Well, this time we will be discussing about the immigration level plans that have been recently released by Immigration Canada, and we will be looking at the basically breakdown of what they have been addressing to. So basically, immigration level plans are planned. It's based on, they plan it based on the capacity of people that can be accumulated in the country, and also the regional and economic needs. And also, there are some international commitments, so they will have to bring in a certain people based on that. And also, the priorities and objectives in the Immigration and Regulations Act also. So the permanent resident and the temporary resident targets were discussed in that. And looking at that, for the permanent resident targets, there has been an overall decrease of 105,000 admissions will be happening in 2025, and also there will be a 40% of anticipated permanent residents admissions in 2025. What that means is that for people who are already inside Canada, there will be a program. Hopefully, they will be releasing a program soon for for the temporary residents to become permanent resident in the country. So that is a plus point for who is already inside Canada. So they will be able to move on to their permanent residents sooner. And also permanent resident targets for family reunification, say like be it your spousal sponsorships, your dependent sponsorships, they were also addressed in those numbers. And also the focus on economic immigrations was also there. And there are different types of economic immigrations, such as the express entry program, the federal skilled worker programs, the PNP programs. They were all addressed in those numbers. And also the Francophone communities, which is a big one. There will be an increase in percentage over the 3 years. In 2025, there will be 8.5%. And following that in 2026, it will be a 9% increase. And also in 2027, there will be a 10% increase. So that just shows that learning the language French, be it that you are planning to immigrate into Canada from outside or you're already inside Canada, learning the language French is always an asset. So, as French and English are the two official languages in Canada. And also, the temporary resident targets were taken into account, and there will be a 5% reduction of the population, the temporary resident population, for the next 3 years. And they were calculated based on the people who are going to be departing Canada based on their permit expiries, or people who are renewing their the estimated renewal rates, the approval rates for some programs, and people who are also transitioning to permanent residence. So these were all taken into account, but there were some things that there were some numbers that were not taken into account, be it the extensions, say like your study permit, work permit extensions, your visitor records. People who will be getting those extensions, they are not part of these numbers. So this is an overall gist of the immigration plans that was discussed for the next 3 years by Immigration Canada. And how this all makes sense is that, for some people, these numbers might be really hurtful. Like, am I really going to get my permanent residence? Can I really, stay in this country? Is it even worth it? Well, in the end of the day, when you get your temporary resident application, say your study permit or your work permit application approved, they are only considering that particular application. You moving to permanent residence, that is really something after. You got to apply for it, meet the eligibility criteria for it. And when a country issues their immigration level plans, they will always look into account the well-being of the people who are there, and the housing capacity, or the can people, if really people come into the country or people become permanent residents, is there enough resources in Canada to accommodate them. These are all factors that um, immigration would take into account before they release these numbers, and focus on building your eligibility criterias, and also focus on how to get that permanent residence. And we are always here to help you out, be it whatever your inquiries, and we are always here for you.